Good morning. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Hope everyone is well and safe, regardless of where you are in the world. It could be good morning. It could be good afternoon. It could be buenos noches. But regardless, I'm here to feed you. My next service call with Peter Pan is a heating issue. Hold on. This may be Hugh Hefner. Yeah, I was right. That was Hugh Hefner. He was like, I don't understand this bill you just sent me. I was like, well, that was the service call we went on first thing in the morning, right? Hugh Hefner, this multi-family house, apartment building that he owns, 6 boilers, apartment number 2, no heat. And the guy wouldn't answer his door. After he already knew we were there and he already listened to the apartment, but 20 minutes of banging on the door. So I told him exactly what happened. We got there a little after 7:15 in the morning, thinking that maybe there's something on the boiler we can correct without disturbing the tenant. We went to the boiler. We bypassed the thermostat wiring, and the boiler it's fired up, right? And we went back to the apartment, right? And we went to the apartment and it started banging on the door for about 5 minutes. And then at first it was a light tap, which progressively got louder. And then after 5 minutes, we hear people inside talking and moving around. He opens the door for us. Hey, I'm here for the heat, which I have on video. It's one of the videos that I already posted. Hugh Hefner's tenant has no heat. That'll be the title of that video. Check it out. And we see the thermostat, the Honeywell T87F, the yo-yo thermostat, is set for 60 and is reading 60. So I cranked it all the way up, and I said, listen, we're going to be right back. We're just going to see if the boiler came on. And we went downstairs. We removed the jumper or the wire nut, jumping TT and the thermostat wiring. Boiler stayed on. Go back to the apartment, and literally 20 minutes. First, it was a nice solid tap, bang, 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 to bang, bang, bang. And this guy wouldn't answer his door. Maybe he thought I was like a terrorist trying to break into his apartment and do a home invasion. I don't really know. What I do know is that Mr. Hugh Hefner rents his buildings not to Section 8, because that's just horrible. Yeah. He rents his buildings to state health and human services agencies, and who also take care of the property as well. Make sure it's always clean, his housekeepers that come in, because these people have developmental issues, things like that. But 20 minutes of banging, and I got it on video. I can't make that shit up. Yeah. He called, like, I don't understand the bill. I explained it to him. He was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, listen, I feel sorry too of billing you for this, but listen, we drove out there. It's not like it's, around the corner from my house, around the corner from the shop. We went out there. You paid for an hour's worth of work, and all I need to do is add a thermostat, and I wouldn't have to go back there. Because I'm so sorry. Let me reach out to the agency that rents the apartments, and I'll have them reach out to you directly. I was like, yeah, no problem. I'll take care of you, and then it'll be another hour and a thermostat. Anyway, we're going right now. Sorry for the rant and thing right there, but we're going to a service call right now. The company has been there a total of 2 times in the past. I know that by looking at my tablet. And for mobile dispatching and invoicing, we use a app called Service Pal. It is a fraction of the price than House Call Pro. My business is not scaled to have, to warrant the expense of Service Titan, but I like Service Pal. There's a link down in the description box down below if you'd like to learn more about that. We were there a couple times already, and the issue is heating issues. And I hate it when my dispatcher, just types that in. That's too vague. Heating issues. What does that mean? Is the heat not working? Is whatever. But I need more detail because that's just too vague. It is what it is. All right, let's get going. Like, really? Ocean view? I don't see any ocean. You see an ocean?
No.
I see power lines. I see houses. I don't see any ocean. What was this guy thinking? Coming up with these names. Ocean view. What the F is the ocean? Should change that name to Pipeland. Or Sir Pipe Block.
Tree view.
Tree view. Tree view. Good? Oh. Hello, how are you? What's going on, sir?
Good to see you.
Been a long time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
What's wrong?
The first floor has no heat upstairs, does.
Okay.
And
thermostat's all the way up?
yeah, I have it on 73. It's like 66 in there.
Damn. When did it start?
It's been on and off for a week. Some mornings I wake up and it's actually 70-something. That one's upstairs.
This is the upstairs one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the black one is downstairs. Exactly.
God damn you, motherfucker.
but the pipe is cold.
Yeah. See what the pressure is. The pressure is no pressure.
Yeah.
Dump, dump, dump. Hope you don't have a leak. Like that. Well, it's quite obvious where some of the water may have went. She's not gonna want to cooperate. Low water cutoff. I bet you the low water cutoff's not even wired. All right, Peter Pan. We need. Let me tell you what we need. Let's get a bucket and a hose. She's not circulating. Oh, she's. Yes, sir.
The electrical, this wire here.
Yeah.
Every time you touch it, this will go off.
Like, do it. Of course, making a fool out of you.
And then I go like this, and it comes back on.
So this is. Let's see. This may be. Well, turn on the other. Raise the other thermostat up, and let's see if maybe the zone 2 upstairs plays a role into it. All right, heating service. Replace circulating pump. Fix loose wire. And I must have put this in because I'm the only guys who put these in. I know this is not. I know OEM came from a boiler that we installed and we didn't use. The circulator came with it because I like them all to match. All right, so oh, she's hot now. Okay, that circulator is on. Now it's very, very interesting that the second floor zone, right, was fine and the first floor wasn't. You would think that the first floor, oh, just did it. I just did it. Oh, look at that.
Oh, the
Huh? There you go.
Yeah.
It's the low voltage wire.
So that I noticed just was trying to see what's wrong with the heat, and I leaned on it and it shut off, and I tapped it and it came back on. And I didn't touch it no more.
Peter, let me get a flat screwdriver. I'm trying to identify the source of this, but not this one. Oh, look at that. It's not even connected. All right, I have the Phillips screwdriver. All right, now I secure all the wires. There's no more of that clattering, clacking of that zone. Let's put this cover back on and we'll tighten that up. Now we're gonna purge. I can't get back there, but Peter Pan can. That's the valve for the other zone. Almost positive. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. Open it back up. Oh! That's the second floor. Sorry. We'll close. Oh, man.
Is it high up?
There's not a valve on it. I don't have a valve on that, but I could still purge. You'll see. All right. I'm going to still purge. I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. I'm going to show you how we do it right now. All right, I'm going to hook up this hose right here. Come on. Okay. Now, I'm going to close this valve. All right, that's the return going back to the boiler. This is my first floor main zone. You can tell by those fingers going into the ground. This is top floor. So I'm going to close this. So now when I open this valve and I jack up the pressure on the Taco pressure reducing valve, I'm forcing water through only one way it can go, which is there. And as long as we do this right, I won't disturb the second floor. All right, so of course, after I get done purging and making sure everything works, he comes out and hands me this. I was like, Mike, while you're here, would you mind just popping this one out to replace that one there? I'm like, why? And they're like, well, when you put this one in, we realize some savings and it's more energy efficient if I have both in that way. I was like, you're right. I was like, this one, it works. It works fine. Yeah. But if you want me to, so be it. No big deal. But it also gives me the opportunity to replace the Taco High Event 400 here and there and over there. So we're going to need 3 Caleffi auto air vents. The 1/8 inch. eighth inch. Japan. I sent you to this long Benz, this long Sprinter. All right, it's long, like a long dog. All right, it's for the Caleffi, 3 Caleffi 1/8 inch auto air vents, and you just got one for me the other day. Peter Pan, what you smoking? Are you smoking something over there?
I'm not smoking.
You're not smoking?
No.
Dum dum dum. This is this is probably not 1/8. No, this is not 1/8. This is that's 1/8. That's 1/8. And let this be 1/8. Let this be 1/8. What's the number on there? Oh, 3/8. Oh, maybe Daniel has one. Daniel's coming. He definitely has a Caleffi. So we have 2 Caleffis out of 3 that we need. All right. Electric's disconnected off this Takeo 007. I have a towel on top of the boiler protecting the relay. And I am going to use my 2 ratcheting wrenches, the 5/8 and the 11/16 to take out the wires. I got all my circulator flange bolts out. And if you notice there's nothing leaking, it's because it's still sealed. All right, it's still sealed. Let's see. Where's my flat screwdriver? Did it make its way back into the tool bag? And we're gonna get a little bit of water here. So I'm gonna go for the opposite way. If anything, the backside will get a little wet. Oh, let's get in there a little bit better. All right, you get the idea. One-handed Mike strikes again. All right, now let's do the ones on the bottom. I love this ratcheting wrench. So much easier than using like a channel lock or an open-ended wrench. Nice. Okay. So now that that's in, we have to connect to power. Oh, it's Daniel Mini-Me. What's doing? I'm going to send you to Mr. Tang.
Who's that?
Dual fuel. We're going to seal up a hole that he was made reference to. I could have spun that with complained and bitched about. No, but made reference to, and it's our fault. If there's a hole there that we caused, no problem.
Do you have?
I have spray foam. And actually, I think I went to a service call after that job. Yeah, that's the Navian where you didn't put the thing back. Yeah, that you effed up on. You didn't take the plug out of the condensate drain at the bottom of the heat exchanger. And then when I was in the truck to get something, I forgot what it was, I saw the bottle of spray foam or the can of spray foam. I'm like, son of a bitch, we could have done it. But I thought we sealed in everything. We siliconed all the holes.
Yeah, Mike was siliconing, right?
Yeah,
Other
then
Mike?
he came back to me afterwards and he was like, I see a little light shining through in the house.
All right, well, whatever. I'm waiting for him to get back to me on WhatsApp. Because he's also a member of the WhatsApp group chat. Links in the description box down below. All right, I got my Takeo 007E client supplied circulator wired with the Wago. These are wire connectors, and they are far, far superior than a traditional wire nut like we just took out, which, I don't know, like those 2 things right there, which technically you use once, you gotta throw away. This is the Wago 2 conductor, 2 wires, the lever 221 connectors. Wago, the official wire nut of Mikey Pipes. Put this one on. That was you?
That was me.
Which did you Teflon?
The bad one. This one, I think.
You know why it's bad?
Not tight enough?
Nope.
Not enough layers.
Nope.
Think harder.
Think harder. Hold the phone.
It's bad because...
Oh, let's see something.
What's going to happen when he puts it on?
Oh, it would leak water.
No, but why is it unraveling like that? I'm going to show you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is Blue Monster.
Okay.
It's a PTFE tape.
Mm-hmm.
PTFE tape, right? Yeah, I'm right. Now, as soon as Daniel's done with that one, watch him. Oh, I'll do him. Wow. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the cocky off of that. Now, See what we went over this yesterday, I believe, right? See what I'm doing? Got my finger there, applying pressure, and applying pressure and force while I'm wrapping it away from me in a clockwise rotation.
Gotcha.
A minimum of 6 times. All right? And now, watch what happens. I'm just going to put that right in there and get it out of the way. All right? So here's that check valve. Did you do this one as well?
Dan did that one.
Yes. See how it went? It's in the clockwise orientation. Now, watch what happens when I put this onto the check valve. What's different? It's not doing what happened before,
Yeah,
right?
falling off.
And the reason for that is you wrapped it in the wrong orientation.
Oh, okay.
Because as you try to tighten, it wants to loosen. Okay.
I understand.
And let's replace this one to start. All right, because all 3 of them that he has here are shot. Get on there. Okay, good. And we're just gonna Mikey Pipes hand tight, which is generally sufficient. All right. Now we have 2 more, one there and one over there, and I'm replacing them because I really believe they are the source of the water leak, which caused the pressure in the boiler to decrease, which caused, for some reason, the first floor heat not to work. Right? Because it's not the second floor, it's the first floor is the problem. So let's spin this one off. You mother effer. Channel locks, please. Thank you. Okay. Now, take this one off, and then we'll let Peter Pan do the last one back there. Okay. Hand tight. But not loose, hand tight. Like, you really shouldn't need a wrench.
Oh, really?
You don't have to. Well, you may have weak hands.
Yeah, I do.
Now, Peter Pan, I want you to take off that one in the back.
I wonder if that guy that we did the Bosch for made any modifications to the system.
Oh, Mr. Tang?
Yeah.
Probably. I know he's taking Delta T measurements.
While he was texting.
He likes, yeah, I guess he likes data. It's nice. You know who he reminds me of?
For a living.
I don't know what he does for a living, but you know who he reminds me of?
Systems engineer.
He's a systems engineer?
Yeah.
He reminds me of Mr. Google.
Smart guy.
Very smart guy. The guy who MIT didn't let in and got a job working at Google instead at like 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
Chief engineer. It's titled Chief Engineer, Site Reliability, Google. You know, when you got a title like that, like you want to shut down Google on a global scale, like how Facebook got shut down about a couple months ago, he's the guy who could do it. He's a very, very nice guy. All right. Is that your definition of hand tight?
I can go a little more.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Pressure back in the boiler. Here's my valve tag, and it is marked boiler water supply. These are the old generations. They don't have these anymore. Those are very, very expensive. The laminated plastic like that, very, very expensive. All right. I hear this water rushing into it. I did not open the caps on any of these. I want to just make sure the boiler is pressurized like it is right now. And because this is the zone I worked on, I am going to purge upstairs first, like that, right? Because hot air will want to travel up first. That's closed. That's still closed. Now let's open this up. Packing nut's a little loose right there. Okay. And I'm going to jack up the pressure. Like that. Okay. And we're going to see if we get any crazy amount of air that we remove. Oh, here it comes. Yep. Perfect. Look at that. Look at all that air.
A lot of air.
And I have the fast fill lever on the Takeo pressure reducing valve in the open position. And we're purging out the air. And it looks like it's about gone. Now, I am going to open up this one and close this one. So now I'm purging the other zone. If there was a valve there, which there is all over there. It's just too far to get to it. I'm not putzing around with it. Looks like we're good. Yeah, it does look like we're good. So now I'm just gonna bump this up a bit. I heard that air escape. Now I'm gonna quickly close that and my purge valve. Perfect. And then we take a look at the pressure. We are around a little under 20. All right, very good. All that air on top of the boiler is coming out. And if it flashes white, that means we got some air in there. So let's let that cycle a little bit. We'll update the service tag. This one is good. Oh, hold on. There we go. Let's give that a second to think. Yeah. All right, let that sit for a bit. And there it is. We had some more air.
Why doesn't the water coming from the street pressure have any air in it?
Why does it have air?
Why doesn't it have air in it?
What do you mean, why doesn't it?
The water that you're using to fill the boiler.
It has air in it. The water is H2O.
Well, but
I know. We drained it part of it, and now we have to try to get all the air out. Took a few attempts to get all the air out of that zone on the first floor, but nonetheless, after around 4 or 5 times, we got all the air out and made it work. But regardless, today is February 24th, 2021. I will be publishing this video the Thanksgiving weekend, holiday weekend. And from my family to yours, God bless. Have a healthy and happy Thanksgiving for all those who celebrate. And I thank all of you for your unconditional support to the channel and to me. Thank you so much, guys. Couldn't have done it without you. And may 2022 be even more amazing and epic. Love you guys. Be well.